All right. Well, additional thoughts on 2014 Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole. Interesting week. Another interesting week. I honestly thought this would be an easy week. After the initial reaction and enjoying the album quite a bit, I was like, man, this is a pretty easy listen. I'll just kind of have this on throughout the week. It'll be easy to listen to. I'll soak into it more and probably become a big fan. And I don't know, really might not have that much to say about it, honestly. Wrong. Wrong. Interesting experience for me with this album was as I listened to it more and got used to it, I kind of lost a little bit of interest. And that was surprising to me. And I remembered at the end of my reaction, I said something about how I really liked it, but there was something missing. And that continued, that carried on going forward as I kept listening to it. And there was one point I remember thinking, well, maybe I'll just kind of stop listening to it. Like maybe I think I don't really care for it that much. Like maybe it's just fine for me. Maybe it just doesn't click for some reason. And then I thought, that's dumb. What's the point of exploring an album for a week if I'm just going to lose interest after a couple listens and then put it away and then not listen to it. So I kept going, I kept going. And I really started to pay close attention to the album and try and figure out what was it with me in the album that wasn't quite clicking, like why? Like I like the lyrics. I like the positive message. I like the beats. I like the lyrical flow that he's got. There's a lot of things here that I like. It seems like it's checking all the boxes, but there was just something I really couldn't put my finger on. But as I listened to it more, I kind of started to figure out, I feel like with J. Cole, like for example, let's take the song Apparently. The song Apparently is a beautiful song, and I really like it. I think it's got a great message. Same thing with Love Yours. Same thing with Adolescence. I mean, there's a lot of just great messages that are in these songs, good lyrics to support the message. But take the song Apparently. Take the beats, keep them exactly the same. Take the lyrics, keep them exactly the same, but have Lauryn Hill sing it. And imagine how much more passion and emotion is being dumped into the song just from the voice. And I think really, as I was reading the comments too, especially in the reaction video, seems like there's two camps with J. Cole. You've got the people who love J. Cole and love this album. And those people so often seems to be, when they would say that, this album is very reminiscent, very nostalgic. It takes them back. One person left this great comment about how this album is like a hoodie, a really, really comfortable hoodie that you wore all the time back then. And then for whatever reason, you just put it in your closet and you stopped wearing it for a couple years and you just forgot about it. And then one day you saw it and you found it and you put it on and you remembered, oh yeah, I used to be that person that wore this hoodie. And you like have this flashback of who you used to be and what you were going through and all those things that you struggled with, whatever they were. That's what this album is. It's just, it fits so well in terms of the lyrics that exist, the message that exists, the beats, everything. It can just kind of soak into your life. And I feel like the people who love this album, it landed in their life at the right time. And it was able to kind of weave into their experiences. And music has this magical thing where when it ties into your memories, those memories and those songs are bound together forever. Forever. It never goes away. And I saw so many comments about that of, oh my God, this album takes me back. It makes me remember all these things. I remember being here. I remember being there. And it seems like the people who don't really get into this album, they don't have those memories associated with it. And so I wonder if, not so much that J. Cole has a lack of passion. I think he does have passion. But the way he presents his vocals, it's almost too, I don't want to say like mechanical. It's not mechanical. I mean, his flow is good. It's strange. It's really hard to put a finger on. But he isn't putting just tons of emotion into these songs when maybe there could be a little bit more emotion. And then I started to notice too, it seems like his lyrical flow, his cadence, however you want to describe it, his pace is fairly consistent through the album. Like sometimes maybe it's a little bit faster and sometimes maybe it's a little bit slower, but it kind of exists within a fairly standard regime of flow. Same thing with the beats in terms of like beats per minute. There isn't really anything that's too fast, with the exception of Hello, where it really picks up that pace. And there isn't anything that's really too slow either, with the exception of maybe, I don't know, the intro. And so I wonder with the lyrical flow and the beats all kind of existing in this same area, if the songs blend together a little bit. And I wonder if it just makes it feel like there isn't as much raw passion. I don't know. That's what I suspect. But saying all that, even with all that, I still think it's a great album. And so as I found myself maybe losing interest a little bit, I said, okay, let's explore it further. Kind of discovered the whole idea of maybe his pace with his flow and the beats and stuff like that. And then I kept going. I said, well, let's watch videos. Let's watch live performances. Let's watch interviews. Let's get out of the album. Let's explore a little bit more. And I really, as I did that, I really started to enjoy J. Cole a lot more and the album a lot more. What was it? Control. I don't know if it's called Control or Black Friday or whatever, but that thing he did with Kendrick where they swapped songs and sung over each other's songs, fucking amazing. That was so good. It really blew me away how you could take the same beat and you put a different artist on top of it, and it's completely different. And both of them. I mean, I feel like they both killed it in their own versions of doing the other person's song. And it was great. I liked the video for Wet Dreams, how it's got the puppies playing around and stuff like that, kind of narrating the song. That was cool. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, the video for Love Yours. I like that one too. How it was showing just, everyday people being involved and living their lives and doing their things. The thing that really got me, actually I should mention Be Free as well. So the performance of Be Free on Letterman, great performance, but I felt like Letterman was kind of weird in that. And I don't know if it's just me, but J. Cole goes up and does this performance and he's saying pretty powerful things on national TV. And then Letterman walks up and wow, and they're shaking hands. And you see J. Cole kind of back up a little bit. And Letterman does not let go of his hand. And it turns into this really awkward, yeah, good job. You did a great job. What the fuck is going on here? It was kind of strange. It was really kind of strange to me. And I don't know if I'm overthinking it, overanalyzing it, but I noticed that. First thing, I was like, what the fuck is going on there? Who knows? What I really like, though, is I watched the documentary / live thing, the Homecoming video. And at first I thought it was a documentary, and I started watching it. I was like, oh, it's just a live show. And I was kind of bummed out. I almost turned it off. And I was like, well, no, I'll watch a live show of this album. Cool. Maybe in the live show he'll have a little bit more passion, more of what I was looking for. And then I think he did a couple songs, and then it turns into a documentary. And then I was almost bummed out that it wasn't a live show anymore, that it was a documentary. But really, it was cool that it turned into this cool blend of a couple live songs from the concert and then documentary. And as I watched that and I listened to J. Cole talk about the town he's from and, just these little snippets with the people in the area. Some people saying, oh, I love living here. It's a great place to live. And other people saying, no, this place sucks. Man, there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. It was really cool. And to me, it became very apparent that J. Cole, he cares about the people in his town. He cares about what's happening to them. And I think really he's just a caring, considerate person in general. I like the fact that pretty much everything I've seen him in, he's not flashy. I'm not a flashy person. I'm not really into that. And so when I see somebody else, especially when they're successful and they're just walking around in a white t-shirt and jogging shorts or whatever, it's like, cool. He seems like the type of person you could just walk up and talk to, and he would talk to you. He's not going to fucking have security push you back. He's not going to tell you to stand in line or join the fan club. No, he'll just talk to you. He's just a dude. And I really like that. And that whole documentary / live coverage of that album, to me, it really showed that. And what was really neat too was at the end when the concert's over and, you know, they've got the cameras on the different concert goers and they're talking about how it was just this amazing show. And I can't believe J. Cole got Jay-Z to come down here and Drake to come down here. And people were just, they were so excited. And it made me realize that all the concerts I've gone to, while they've been really good, it's been very transactional. You know, I go there with the understanding of I'm paying you to perform a live show and you understand that you're there to entertain me. And there's no real personal connection there, you know? There's no real, oh my God, they came here and they played for us. Like, no, that's just part of the tour. We went to the town, we saw the show, and then we left. But for those people in Fayetteville, when he showed up and he brought in Jay-Z and he brought in Drake, and it was at that arena or whatever, and there's one girl talking about all we ever get is hockey and, you know, whatever. Like, it really mattered to them. It really mattered to them. And I thought that was really fucking cool. So that was neat. And then the part that was really weird, that guy who was selling drugs at age 14 and got busted and put in prison for 19 years at age 14 for selling drugs. Like, what the fuck, man? I had a hard time wrapping my head around that one. Hard time. I didn't care for that part of reality at all. Let's see what else do I have on my notes here. Oh yeah, the competition in rap too. I'm glad I made that mention during the reaction about how I don't understand, you know, the competition. You guys left a lot of great comments. It really helped me understand a bit more about just rap and hip hop and the idea of it's not necessarily about trying to cut people down, although sometimes that is what it is. But more so it's about, you know, sharpening your skills against somebody else who's also good. And then if they beat you, you come back better and stronger and improve your own craft. And that was cool. And sometimes it's even a sign of respect. I never knew that. So it was neat to learn that. And let's see what else. I think that's it. Overall, I really enjoyed my experience with this album through the week. It's weird because, you know, I liked it and then I kind of lost a little bit of interest. And then as I explored J. Cole further and got to understand him a little bit more as an artist and what he cared about and what he was trying to do, I started to like the album more. Again, I feel like I understand it a little bit more. Even though it's really straightforward in terms, you know, of the message, very positive, it feels very humble too, honestly. So, yeah, good times. There you go. Good suggestion. I did try listening to the mixtape Friday Night Lights a couple times. The problem was I never got to listen to it all the way through. And then the times when I was listening to it, I wasn't in a situation where I could listen in an active way. So really I was like, oh yeah, it sounds like J. Cole, but I didn't really get to enjoy it the way I like to enjoy it. So I don't know, maybe the next day or two I'll give that a listen. But overall, good album, good experience, great artist. I really like J. Cole. I almost feel like I like him more as a person than as an artist. I like what he's trying to do. I like what he stands for, what he represents, the people he's trying to help. I mean, I think it's fantastic. I love seeing that kind of thing. And yeah, tomorrow, Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon. Looking forward to it. We'll see you.